Bankai. So, Zabimaru. 下がってこう。燃え尽きたか本望だろうスーパースター。
Okay, so that was a clip, the highlight of the latest episode of Bleach. Was a little late on the review, but decided I would do a quick synopsis of what went down. So basically, this episode was pretty simple. It just was really Renji versus Mighty Masculine and or Masty Masculine. And, he's basically the wrestler dude, and he's got the little sidekick, Chains, who... Chains gets cut up a lot in this episode. He gets cut up by Renji. He gets cut up by Kensai and Rojiro. I think it was Rojiro cuts him up. And he, was able to regenerate multiple times throughout this episode. But they explain it's basically that him and Mass are connected. So as long as Mass is alive, his sidekick or fan, Chains, gets to be alive. And at one point, there's even like little copies of himself. It's like really crazy. So basically, the episode starts with Mass obviously alive. There he dies. And, he basically fodderizes the two visor captains, Kensai and Rojiro. I think I'm saying their names correctly. And Renji shows up here and takes him on. And there's a clip right there. Yep, Chains just getting his head chopped off right there. And he's like, no, he knows he can regenerate, but he's like, acting like he can. It's very funny. Mass is a very funny character. We're going to miss him for sure. So he's throwing Renji around there. Also, I thought this was kind of cool, just to go over this, like the manga and the anime differences here. I always like to go over these. I mean, it looks exactly pretty much true to the manga. There's, really not much difference here. This is what's really great about this anime is, the animation is just so top tier. I got Renji right there with his new Bankai, which is what he uses to kill Mass. If you didn't notice, Renji's Bankai is a little bit different. Basically, he trained with the Squad Zero Ichibei captain, and he learned basically his true Bankai. The Bankai he had before wasn't really his legit Bankai. This is his legit Bankai. And as you saw at the beginning, as I showed, he sticked it in, sticks it in Ichibei, and Mass, and just completely obliterates him at the end. It was pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, that was pretty much the synopsis for this episode. We did also get a little shot at the end of Bach and Haschwald, and Bach's like sleeping in the chair, and Uyu comes up to see him, and Haschwald comes up and he tells him like, hey, the boss is sleeping aboard like one and the same, and I'm gonna tell you about Bach's powers, which that's gonna be interesting for the people who haven't read the manga. Bach has some really crazy powers, so we're gonna be getting into that maybe in the next episode, so that's very interesting. But yeah, it was very interesting to see Renji's true Bankai, and we're also gonna be seeing some other characters going forward that are gonna power up, so this is very interesting. It was also really cool at the start of the episode. They show, Kyoraku calling out the commands, sending out all the different low-ranking people to go fight the Quincy's. That was pretty cool. It's kind of like a real war. It was kind of interesting. But yeah, I really liked this episode. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, I would say, this episode. Not really much happens, but it was pretty good. I wanted to get this review out sooner, but I've been very busy, a little tired here, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna do the review. It's been 3 days, let's do this. But yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. If you're on TikTok, don't forget to follow. And as always, wherever you are, have a great day.